I came out to the garage to move some stuff around in my toolbox and make some more space for some new welding tools and stuff that I bought. So I figured I would take a look at the MGGT that my father and my brother are building. This bar right here goes all the way back into the interior, and then it goes down and it connects to the frame right there. They're doing some work in here. I don't know if they're just boxing it in with some thicker sheet metal or what they're doing exactly. These motor mounts right here are a lot sturdier and more robust than the original mounts were, and that's just because those are holding a V8 instead of a 4-cylinder engine. The aprons on each side have been cut out there. I don't know how they're going to rebuild that, because otherwise you'd be able to see the wheel and tire and all of the suspension right there. But this is what they're doing in like the transmission tunnel, just welding in some sheet metal and kind of boxing it in, I suppose. Doing that on both sides. I don't know if it was rusted away or if it just needs to be more square so there's room for the V8 in there. I don't know, I haven't really been keeping tabs on it. This piece of steel right here is blocking off where the heater used to be, and there's another little pass through over there. It's going to have heat and AC when it's all done, so there will be spaces for different lines to pass through there. Here you can see this bar. It's the same as on the passenger side, and it goes all the way up, back, and into the passenger compartment. Where it attaches back there, the bar goes down to the floorboards in another section of the frame. The bar, I don't know if the bars are going to go up along the doors back to the back, if it's going to have a full cage, or if the bar is just going to go across underneath the dash and connect to the bar on this side. I don't know yet. This is where they're boxing in where the pedals are going to mount, because there's a master cylinder for the clutch and for the brakes. So there, there's 3 pedals and 3 master cylinders, so all 3 of those are going to be mounted to that frame right in there. This is the front cross member. It's like the wheels obviously attached right there to those brakes. Those brake rotors have been upgraded. This is an older style of shock absorber. They don't make them like this anymore. There's probably a good reason for that, but it's just a different style. It looks like it has a little valve here so that it can be adjusted, because on this side, see, it has those, well, I think they're copper lines feeding into a brass valve that adjusts it. It has new bushings. They look like they're polyurethane. I don't know what spring ratings it has, but I would imagine that the springs are considerably stiffer than what they were before, because that V8 adds a lot of weight to the front of the car. These shock absorbers have been completely rebuilt. They have new seals in them. The outside casings of them, the casting part, it was powder coated, so that's not raw metal sitting there. It just has a silver chrome. Well, not a silver chrome, just a silver powder coating. I think, actually, they might just be aluminum. I think they are just aluminum. I should have looked at them more closely before I said that. This is the front cross member right here. It has some other parts welded onto it, and if I move these, it's been kind of boxed in right there and reinforced, because when the V8's in the car, it'll twist back and forth this way and this way, and that extra stiffness really helps keep the front end nice and square, because when you're going around turns or even straight, there's lots of loads on the cross member, and the engine twisting creates loads, so this has just been reinforced quite a bit to be able to handle that extra weight. See, here's a gusset right here to add some more strength on that corner. The same over here. And before, I'm pretty sure they came across here and they cut it out and sectioned it to make it quite a bit stiffer. This front cross member, the front cross member attaches right in this area. This section of tubing right here, my dad put that together. I think it's going to be supporting the radiator mainly. Maybe some of the bumper, I'm not sure. This is what it looks like on the inside. The other day they had the dashboard test fitted and the steering column. It has a steering column out of a newer car, so the steering wheel tilts, and I think it telescopes also front and, you know, like forward and back, so that it can be adjusted for the driver. There's been some sheet metal work going on in this area too. I don't know if it was rusted out or if it's just for added reinforcement. You know, like this right here, that's not factory. I'm gonna go get to work on what I was gonna do.